I should really announce what the video is called. So this is called Bridge Tour Super Yacht Transport Ship.
We can see some old voyage preparation.
So if you were to put a great circle on the chart, it will appear as a curve, not a straight line.
So on this Mercator projection, this will be like this, like you see
on the screen.
Because on the Eggy screen is also Mercator projection.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying on the Mercator projection, what we show you is a curved line.
Absolutely.
But on the real Earth, it is like this, like the straight line.
Yes.
Okay, so in reality, straight. On the map, curved. Right? Well, what are the lines on the map? Oh, well, they're circles. The straight lines on the map are circles. Yeah. Circles of equal elevation from Polaris. All right, I see. So we've got curved lines as a grid system that are straight, and therefore a straight line appears curved. That makes sense. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But ultimately, what's happening in reality? We're travelling straight. Why the hell would you travel this big-ass boat in a curved path when it'll take longer?
What the ballers claim is that that curved line is a straight line. That's their claim. Because you don't deviate. They literally call a curved line a straight line. I will shout out Bev for this because Bev had him saying this. This is where he got the curvizontal from. Because that's where that came from. Was they were claiming that a curved line that you're not deviating from on your path, if you were taking a curved path, then that's a straight line. That's what the ballers, that's how they like to think about it.
Bendizontal.
Bendizontal,
Wow.
that's it. Bendizontal, yeah. So yeah, Bev did have him talking about Bendizontal.
Wait, hold on. A curve, if you're following a curved line and you don't deviate from that curved line, you can consider that line straight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What the hell? These people are getting crazier and crazier.
I've also got to actually thank Bev for his little interaction.
Yeah, sorry about that, Nathan. That was really good. I understand what you did. You had the guy right on there showing you that he has been gaslit.
What?
Horizontal, right?
Yeah.
It's nothing else.
See, I call it vertical because it's up and down.
Well, it's perpendicular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horizontal and vertical. Level is not curved at all, is it?
No, it's flat. No, it's flat.
Can't have a curve in it.
Can't be curved. No, flat. Just flat.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate.
All right. No, it's flat. Can't be curved. No, flat.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate.
Various different surveyors talking about surveying Earth as flat. But that was Bev talking to a surveyor who says, yeah, it's flat.
It's flat.
Now, you notice Bev didn't flat shame him when he described horizontal, level, flat as flat. Because that's what it is. He just said, thanks, mate. Of course, if he's trying to manipulate you, that's Bev, that is. He'll flat shame you if you suggest it's flat. Not to a surveyor, a professional, guy actually doing the job. When he says it's flat, thanks very much, mate. No flat shaming involved, right? That's because it's flat. Unless you're being gaslit that level and horizontal aren't flat. You know, then you'll be flat shamed by some psychopath. But there we go. Just thought I'd drop that in there as we were talking about it.
Yeah, he steps out of the realms of reality because he actually starts talking about how level and horizontal, when he's talking about them, he's not referring to the Earth, which is what QE picked him up on, was that how can you not be referring to the Earth if you're talking about horizontal, is you don't have a reference point unless you're referring to the horizon. So Bev contradicts himself because he'll then in the next breath say all horizontals are parallel to the plane of the horizon. So he's contradicting himself when he says that when he's talking about level and horizontal being the same thing, he's not making any reference to the Earth. You can't not make a reference to the Earth.
Right.
Because
I mean,
a baller could say the same thing, if you understand what I mean.
Sure, but that's
And
not
they
who
could
Bev's
say,
appealing
oh,
to.
yeah.
So for those of you in the audience who are unaware of who we're talking about some guy who's rounded up a load of lost soul flat earthers who are sick of the ridicule and don't want to say the Earth's flat anymore. So this guy's appealed to these lost souls and gone, I've got a way of letting you say Earth isn't flat, and laughing in the face of people who say it does present itself as flat. That's what this guy's appealed to. And I didn't know there was such a massive amount of lost souls that need comforting because they don't want to suffer the ridicule of declaring the Earth as obviously and observably flat. So I put out a video trimmed out from the Ballbuster show on Saturday with me saying, man up, it is flat, deal with it. And the fact that some narcissist has decided to gaslight you into your comforting belief that it isn't, so you can feel like you're being truthful when you put a hand on heart and say, no, Earth's not flat. Yeah, it is. Don't be gaslit.
Yeah, because he contradicts himself because he, even in his own words, his whiteboard is flat, but it's not two-dimensional. So you can't attack someone for saying it's flat because and say it's not flat because hills exist.
It's not a reasonable position. And ultimately speaking, generally speaking, we don't give a toss about these people. You are inclined to round up lost soul flat earthers who don't want to admit that Earth's flat because it's embarrassing socially. And they want somebody that can offer them evidence that doesn't conflict with their understanding of how Earth's flat, that gives them an out for not saying it. You know, then if you want to do that in some quiet little server somewhere, no worries. But the moment you start coming out and flat shaming people because they understand that the Earth's obviously and observably flat, and then encourage them to come to us and say, over at this particular server, we get fundamentalist religious ball-believing zealots to admit that horizontal is level. It's amazing. You're like, wow, what an achievement. But when I point out that that, as an overall topology, doesn't make Earth completely flat, but you have a horizontal reference plane used to describe the surface. That's a flat Earth. Now, for the people who've gone and been brainwashed by somebody who's decided to gaslight them that that means Earth isn't flat, they'll boldly declare to you how flat it isn't after telling you how wonderful it is that you've got a bull believer who thinks the ground is curving to tell you that it isn't curving. Just spell this out for those who've been gaslit. That means the ground is flat. Now, if you want to take comfort in somebody telling you that you don't have to say that conclusory statement, grow a pair of balls. Take some pride in what you know to be true. That means it is flat. Earth is flat. That's level. Horizontal. Give me no toss about this. Oh, I've got valleys. Oh, I've got mountains. Yeah, that's absolutely fascinating. And likewise, a flat whiteboard has got microscopic undulations in it. Doesn't alter what we can describe it as. That's a flat Earth. Because that's precisely how it's navigated and measured. As you all well know. Don't deny what you are. It's pathetic.
And it uses one of the arguments for the ballers try to confuse topology with the baseline that you measure that topology against. You know? It's really sad.